What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Night Owl channel. In this video, I'll be going over a Talon 10 attack strategy, the Kill Squad Laloon attack strategy. It's a very powerful strategy at the Talon 10 level, and I've been using it since the gem event has started. So I've been boosting my army and doing a lot of attacks with it, and just testing it out on different types of bases and seeing what I can get. Laloon is definitely probably one of my weaker strategies, so it definitely took me a little while to get used to this variation of Laloon. There are a bunch of different variations for Laloon, but we're gonna start off with the Kill Squad Laloon attack strategy. I think it's the easiest one to get used to if you aren't used to the Laloon strategy at Talon 10, and it helps ease your way into using it effectively. All right. So before we jump into the replays, let's take a look at the army composition, and it can vary from person to person, depending on if you want more haste or more rage or whatever it is you want. It doesn't really matter, but previous armies, what you're going to use is 22 loons, 4 wizards, a baby dragon, 7 minions, 3 hounds, a heal, 2 rages, a poison, and then 4 haste. And then my CC, or my wall wrecker, I'm going to have 3 archers, 4 Valkyries, a max freeze, and then of course the siege machine. So for someone like me, I don't really use Laloon that much at Talon 10. I'm more on the ground, and I like the bow witch strategies and all those other hogs and all that other good stuff. But it definitely took me a little while to get used to, and I think this is the easiest variation that I've tried so far. So we're definitely gonna start with this one. All right, first replay we got here. We're going to attack this base and try to take it down using this strategy. The strategy works really well on bases that have their air defenses symmetrical to each other or far apart from each other. You'll see a similarity in the next few replays with bases I had easy success with. So but we're gonna start off with this anti 3-star base that I created myself, and I want to test to see if it works against these types of bases. And it does work in a sense, but you have to analyze the base and make sure you're getting a lot of value out of your kill squad before deciding to attack with this strategy. There's different variations that you can use to take down different types of bases, but for this one, you need to make sure that you are getting a lot of value with your kill squad, because it's not as heavy focus on the kill squad as it is on the Laloon part. We got 3 hounds and 22 loon. That's a lot of space that's taken up by the Laloon. All right. So if you couldn't tell already, the best spot to attack from is right up here in this corner where that multi-tower is, the air defense, the wizard tower, the queen, the CC, all that good stuff to take down would be perfect, and it would make it easier for your Laloon to get around the base. All right. So the thing I would say when looking for a base to use this strategy on is if you can access the CC troops, the queen, and a multi-inferno tower. Now, if there's both singles, the towers aren't super important, but maybe instead of getting one of the towers, maybe you try to shoot for 2 air defense. It just depends on each base differs. You just got to analyze each base and how much value are you getting. If you can get a splash damage as well, it's really big, because they do a lot of damage to your loons when they group up together, right? So that's where we're going to attack from, and we're going to try to get as much value as we can from the kill squad, and then we're going to deploy our our hounds behind or in front of the loons, and then you're going to use haste to get them in towards the base, using your heals and rage spells effectively, keep them alive and use them in good spots and stuff like that. So we're going to play it here, and we're going to start by funneling our troops in towards that little compartment where we want to take down the CC troops, the queen, and all those high value targets that I just talked about. All right, so wall wreckers going down into that compartment, skellies are popping up, a lot of good value coming from that. Here come the CC troops. Air defense is going to go down, and I thought that the CC troops would take down the wall wrecker, but the loons actually slowed down too much, and they actually didn't even reach him. So the wall wrecker keeps going through. Our air defense is down, wizard tower is down, queen's targeting the wall wrecker. The wall wrecker actually makes it all the way to the second air defense and takes it down, which is beautiful. If it didn't take it down, that's fine as well, because that's actually the plan that we were going with. We were hoping that just take down that one, we get the CC troops, we get the queen, and now we can continue on with the rest of the attack, and we got that second air defense, which is a big bonus. Hound coming in from that right side, and then the loons are going to come meet up with them with that haste spell. The haste is to get them towards the defenses as quickly as possible, because if your hounds die, you lose all that tanking ability with the hounds themselves. Freeze goes down on that single to stop them from taking down the hounds too fast. There's 3 of them. It's not a big worrisome, but there's already, I think both of them already died, or yeah, both of them already died. So we only have 1 hound left. Very important to get that freeze down. Heal goes down on the hound and the loons, because there's a splash damage right there, and there's a tether farm up in that corner. So I still have a haste and a rage spell. I'm going to use the haste to get them through the that small compartment really quickly, and I'm going to use that rage. Boom, there it goes. I want to use it on that Tesla farm, wizard towers. I think they take it down. It's good. There's too many loons and hounds. There's too many loons left to really take down, to be taken down. So it's a really powerful strategy. You just need to analyze the base. You know, you need to make sure that this is something that you can take a lot of value from. You need to make sure that your kill squad is getting a lot of value for you. If that kill squad doesn't get a lot of value for you, and you're relying on the Laloon to do, you know, a majority or all of the work, because that's basically what the strategy is. You need to make sure you take down some valuable targets to assist them, which is in air defense, especially the Queen, and especially the CC troops. They can really ruin an attack. So okay, second replay we got here, we got a Town Hall 11 with Town Hall 10 defenses and an Eagle, so it made it a very interesting attack. But it works well because look how the air defenses are spread out. They are, if you drew a straight line in the middle of that base and you folded it over, the air defenses would line up perfectly. These are the bases it works best against. In this scenario, there's, you know, two air defenses in one compartment. Very easy to take down with, you know, Valkyries and the wall wreckers. So we're gonna play it here, and that is what we're gonna do. Air sweepers are pointing in the opposite direction of where we're attacking from. So maybe it's a clean walk lure right there, but no healers involved in this, so we don't have to worry about that. Wall wrecker's gonna break through. Heroes are down. Wizards on that right side. Baby dragon on the left side. And they're just gonna funnel right into the middle there and break through the second layer of the walls. They're going to lock onto that Queen, or the Queen's going to lock onto our wall wrecker. No CC troops, but if they were, they would be trapped inside that poison right there. And I would have dropped the rage a little earlier if there were CC troops, because, you know, I want to, you know, take them down as quickly as possible. King goes down from that single, but that's okay. We are here to take down those two air defenses. That's our main goal right now, because if we can take down those two air defenses, that would make this attack 10 times easier. And there they go, both of them are down. I put that freeze on that single Inferno, because that multi can't really take down the Valkyries that quickly. I was hoping they'd take down the Eagle, but that was maybe asking a little too much. But that's okay. So I started my Laloon attack already. Hounds are coming in, followed by the Loons. Using those haste to get them into the base as quickly as possible. And, you know, making sure that I can take down, you know, of course, that Eagle as quickly as possible, but also all those splash damages right next to each other, those Wizard Towers. Very dangerous for Loons when they are close together. And that Eagle's going to go down. All those Loons are on top of it. And it looks like it's wrapping up nicely here. Still got a couple rages, a couple hastes left, excuse me. And then there goes that last heal because it's going closer to that that Wizard Tower. So not a lot of defenses left here. That last air defense goes down. I still have a Hound left over that's now being targeted by the Archer Tower and the Wizard Tower. So it's going to be distracted long enough for the Loons to take down the rest of those defenses over there. Use that last haste. And then they're going to travel all the way back and kill those remaining defense. So like I said, the strategy works well on bases that have the symmetrical air defenses, because if you take down, well, in most of the cases, if you take down one of them, you now have a good pathing around the base in order to take down the remainder of the base. I'm going to show you with one last replay here what I mean by that, but with this one, it was easy because the air defenses, first of all, the sweepers were pointing in the wrong direction, and there were two air defenses right next to each other. It's all about analyzing your base. Town Hall 10 and up, it requires a little more skill. You need to analyze your base to decide which strategy you're going to use first. And if this is, you know, your bread and butter, and this is a strategy you want to use, you definitely want to analyze and make sure it's going to work properly, okay? All right, one last replay I'm going to go over here. Same principle as before. We're going to attack from the Queen side, take down an air defense, and CC troops are actually on the opposite side of the base. There actually were no CC troops in this attack, but if there is a war attack, you're probably going to want to bring more kill squad units to assist with taking them down. But no CC troops in this one. Wall Wrecker is going to make its way to the middle of the base here. Air defense is down. Queen's falling behind that Wall Wrecker. So, I mean, it works out well if the Queen is behind the Wall Wrecker, because it pops. CC troops would have been activated. Queen makes her way right towards the middle, and she can take down the remaining CC troops that come out. So, I'm starting my Laloon here on one of the air defenses on the right side, followed by Loons, hasting them in to take down the air defense quickly. And now I'm doing a rotation around the base, alright? So, second Hound is going to come on this second air defense, and Loons are going to fall in a rotational style around the base. It's kind of like a clockwise motion, just like with Hogs and the Hog style attacks that I've done before. It's the same exact principle. Last Hound is going on that last air defense. So for each Hound, you want that many remaining air defenses. So, since there's 3 air defenses left, there's 1 Hound for each air defense. And that's kind of the principle you want to go off of for Laloon. That's why it's always really good if you can take down 2 of the air defenses, because now you have an extra one that can assist, any other troop that needs help at an air defense, or perhaps a very heavy defensive area. So this strategy for me took a lot of practice, because I'm not that adept at Laloon. It took a lot of practice for me to get used to Laloon at the Town Hall 10 strategy. It's very difficult to use if you're not that comfortable with it, so I definitely would recommend practicing. This is a good variation to start off with before going into like Queen charging with Laloon and Queen walking with Laloon, because I've practiced it and I've I just haven't been able to get it down yet. But this one I was able to get down pretty quickly. It took me about a day and a half, especially with the 1 gem boost that's going on right now. So definitely would recommend, if you are looking to get into Laloon, to start with this one, the Kill Squad Laloon attack strategy. You got your wall wrecker with the Valkyries, and then you have your, it's a very heavy Laloon. You got 3 hounds and 22 loons. You can experiment each way. You can take, you know, a hound down, bring more units for the Kill Squad. It all depends on how you analyze the base. If you can take down a number of high value targets with your Kill Squad, multi-inferno tower, a wizard tower, you know, queen of course, and the CC troops, I mean, that is the best strategy to use because it can take down all of those things, and then you can have a very overpowering Laloon attack strategy. 3 hounds and 22 loons is very difficult to stop. That's all I have for this video. If you have any questions, let me know. There's going to be different variations coming out for this strategy as well. I'm going to be working on the Queen Charge Laloon and the Queen Walk Laloon, which is 2 different things. And then, of course, the Laloon without a wall wrecker, because it, you know, not a lot of people are going to have a, or some people won't have access to a wall wrecker, so that strategy will be coming out, and when it does, it will be linked in the description, and also will be put as a card in this video. But other than that, guys, that's all I have for this video. Just remember to analyze the base you're attacking before using the strategy. But other than that, guys, I hope this helps you guys. If you have any questions, again, just let me know. And other than that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hey,